Welcome to Client School. Today's question is, can I agree to pay no child support? Or, on the other side of the coin, can I agree to accept no child support? The answer is yes. You and your spouse can agree that if you're the one that would be in the position to pay child support ordinarily, you can agree that you will not pay any child support if your spouse is willing to agree to such a thing. If you are the person that would receive child support and you're willing to agree to receive no child support, you can agree to do that too in your settlement negotiations. Just because you've made that kind of agreement, however, does not mean that the court has to ratify that decision. If the court believes that the non-payment of child support or the non-receipt of child support is going to harm innocent children, then the court can say, even though you and your spouse agreed to it, I as the judge will not accept that. Now, the next question obviously comes up is like, well, could I agree to spend less than what the statutory child support guidelines propose? The answer is yes, but again, even though you and your spouse may have agreed to reduce the amount of child support, the court doesn't have to accept that if the court believes that the amount that you've agreed to is too low. Does that mean that you should just go along with the statutory guidelines? In my opinion, no. Sometimes the statutory guidelines result in so much child support being paid or received that it's more than the children need. And if you can show the court that the amount you've agreed to will not harm the children and make sure that it provides for them financially, then there should be no reason why the court would deny that. The court would then be in the position, in my opinion, of having to argue, no, I think that kids need as much money as what the guidelines provide, and the court would have to show that the amount that you and your spouse agreed to is clearly too little and would not leave the kids with enough financial support. So keep that in mind. You often have a lot more flexibility and options than the Utah Code would lead you to believe, than what your own lawyer would lead you to believe, or even what some judges and commissioners would say. Remember, this is your life, your marriage, your family, your divorce, and if you and your spouse get along well enough to reach agreements that work for you and that you both want and you both like, not something you just did because you were exhausted, have the guts and the courage to go to the court saying, this is what we want, we know what's best for our family, endorse what we've asked for. Thanks for coming to Client School.